Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 31 of the regular season. Rangers lose 4-3 to the Florida Panthers. Now, let's just get this out of the way. It's been 12 days since the Rangers last played hockey. The 17th. Oh boy, it's been a hot minute. I've missed hockey oh so dearly much, and I realized it during this game, like during the bread goal. I realized, I'm just like, man, I've missed this. And it's good to be back. I haven't made a recap for the Rangers in almost 2 weeks. It's felt very weird, and I'm a little out of practice, so hopefully I can remember how to do it. Anyway, this game, bit of a bummer. Rangers were in the driver's seat for what seemed like a while, and then a collapse in the third period. We'll get to that eventually. Let's just go goal by goal to start with. All right, first goal, Artemi Panarin. Embarrasses Aaron Ekblad on this goal. This was a beaut. Strome plays it up ice for him. It's one-on-one Panarin and Ekblad. Ekblad, who is a very good defenseman, and Panarin just says, not today. I can't put into words this goal. It is a beautiful play by Artemi Panarin, a candidate for goal of the year. Probably not going to win because McDavid, but this is a beaut. He fakes a pass. Actually, he's going to go around Aaron Ekblad, like cut across, go from Bobrovsky's right to left, and instead just plays it on a backhand pass, is essentially to himself through his own legs, and Panarin then just backhands a shot. It's beautiful. I cannot do it justice by describing it. Go watch this play. It was bananas. So early in the second period, Panthers tie it. Anton Lindell, this was just a blown coverage by Libor Hajek. I posted it on a community tab that the first pair being Adam Fox and Libor Hajek is the equivalent of having a filet mignon flanked with beluga caviar served on a paper plate. It's kind of comical to see, and it'd be more comical if it wasn't my team. This is just a very bad play by Hajek. He left Lindell wide open in the slot directly in front of Shesterkin. This is a goal that I'm not putting on Shesterkin. I am going to be pretty critical of him later on. This was just a bad goal by the defense and team around Shesterkin. I'm not particularly upset about it on his part, but this was a bad goal to allow as a team, not as a goaltender. Just the defense has got to be better than that. Again, I get that you haven't played in a very, very long time, but still, you'd like to have that not happen. A little bit later on in the second period, I don't know how Hajek gets an assist for this goal, but I guess Hajek slaps the puck away from them. What I saw happen was Panarin absolutely picked the pocket of a Panther. That's hard to say. Moves back towards the net, a beautiful pass over to Mika Zibanejad, who buries it to score his 8th of the season. 2-1 Rangers, a beautiful goal by the Breadman and DJ Mika to give them a lead again. And for a long while, you thought that was going to hold. You thought it was going to be good. And then the collapse happened. So about 6 minutes into the third period, Mackenzie Weegar takes a shot. Shesterkin had a pretty good look at it. I believe it was Dryden Hunt kind of blocking the view a little bit, but not enough to allow a goal like this. I love Igor Shesterkin. You gotta have this goal, and I'm going to say that about the next one too. But this one is one of those, man, you gotta stop that. That was a pretty darn good look. He barely reacted to it, which is very unusual to see Shesterkin just not react. Usually when allowing a bad goal, it's that he overreacted to it. With this, he just stood there kind of like a statue. Not a great goal to allow, and it's tied now, but it's okay. You can still... Oh, no. A little bit later, Voreger just waltzes on in, gets a shot on goal. Maybe he was surprised that a goal and a shot came from that distance, but this one, again, you gotta have that. He kind of bumped it with, his rib cage, but, man, that's not a high-danger shot, and... I love Igor Shesterkin. I get that he hasn't played in 3 weeks. I think the last game he played was December 3rd. And so that's the reason I'm not completely tearing into him, because it's nearly been a month. But you gotta have that goal. That's a pretty easy look to fend off, and he just didn't. And that made it 3-2. The next goal, which was Anthony Duclair. Look, this was somewhat of a clean look, but that was just such a perfect shot by Anthony Duclair. No goaltender is stopping that. The other two, right? 2 of the goals tonight, I think are on Shesterkin. You got to have them. The first one was a defensive just breakdown by Libor Hajek. This one is Anthony Duclair with just a nasty shot. But tonight, the defense and goaltending just wasn't great, and it kind of cost us. we would get another goal. This was empty net for Kreider. Shot on goal by Panarin, then Kakko, or it was Panarin that took the shot, Mika that tipped it, Kakko that tipped it, and then Kreider eventually got it in. It was kind of bananas. His 19th of the year. Remember, he's never broken 30, and he's at 19, 31 games in. So Kreider's having a bit of a good season. Again, I get that it was empty net and kind of in garbage time, but yeah, it's okay. You made it an event, at least towards the end, but man, this was a game that you had pretty much in the bag for a minute there, it looked like, and you kind of collapsed. And this brings about something that we're a little bit concerned with, which is the Rangers haven't won a lot against good teams. We've really punched down against bad teams. Now, granted, when you're playing teams that are inferior to you, you win. It's not like they're playing down to their opponents, not particularly, but you have games like this against a team that's, the Florida Panthers. They're going to be a playoff team, and you could have had it. You can't let your foot off the gas against a team like this. You got to keep going, and we just couldn't. I get that it had been a long break for the Rangers in between games. Kind of the same goes for the Panthers, though. I get that it had been a long time for Shesterkin, and that's, again, the reason I'm not just tearing into him tonight. But you kind of needed to... You had a 2-1 lead in the third period. Like, you got to keep a hold of that against a team like this. I also understand that a few of your bigger players were out. Kevin Rooney, who's great physically and a pretty solid penalty killer. Side note, I thought there were quite a few penalties that they just got away with tonight, and I'm referring to the Panthers. There was a point, Hornquist was a little jerk, and things that I can't say all night. I don't know how he didn't walk away with at least 1 or 2 penalties, including a point where he just cross-checked Adam Fox in the face, and then Libor Hajek was like, hey, you can't do that, and he got penalized for it, for reasons, I guess. That's not even the point. I get on defense, though, you didn't have one of your better defenders in Ryan, it is Ryan Lindgren. He was gone with COVID, same with Kevin Rooney and a few others, which sucks, but man, still, you had it. It was in your grasp. And now you're going to go play the reigning Stanley Cup champion, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa. Friday night, New Year's Eve at 7 p.m., and I am so excited to say that I am going to this game. So the video for the Friday game is going to be a one-taker, either shot in a parking lot or in a condo. I'm not quite sure which yet, but I'm really excited. I've actually never been to a National Hockey League game, so I'm really looking forward to this. Anyway, so that's also a bit of a spoiler alert. That video is going to be very, very delayed and probably not the best quality overall. And then the Sunday game, we play Tampa again at 12:30. In New York. That video is probably going to happen Monday night, because that and the Jets video, I'd like to do both of those Monday night once I get back home to the home base. So hopefully the only video that I'm shooting over there is the Rangers Lightning in Tampa video for the 31st. But I don't really know. And unless both the Rangers and Jets game on Sunday are both just absolute blowouts in favor of the opposition, in which case I'm just like, nah, I don't feel like waiting. All of that is to be determined. Anyway, that is a long way of saying that that's all I have to say for the video. Oh, wait, offense. I'll do that quickly. Panarin was bananas. That's sort of a given. A goal, assist. Could have had a third assist or a second assist, third point. Mika had a very nice night. Kreider had that nice goal for the tip-in. The offense was okay. 3 goals is fine, especially when you haven't played in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So you let it slide, but again, you had it in grasp. Anyway, now that is all I have to say for the video. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.